Do you think Hannahbenta is worth 4.5 million? Which child was born on this world with a price tag of 4.5 million, Samir? Show us. Tell us. How much were you when you were born? What was the cost and the price tag that was put on your head by your mother? Hannahbenta does not have no price tag on her head. She has the right to receive money and love and rewards in a relationship. It is her right. Because she spent time. She was on phone with you for 4 hours talking, kunyonga na wewe. And Hannahbenta or any other woman never ever feel ashamed about kunyonga. Those are things that people do in a relationship. It is normal kunyonga na mtu ambaye unampenda. Usiwe na haya ama aibu. That is what happens in long distance relationships. Watu hunyonga.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Ninawaambia hapa recently here when moving tunaenda hapa New Jersey, na ninawaambia na si kwa uongo, hata sisi kwa Wajaluo tuko na hiyo laana. Tunaambiwa sisi Wajaluo ya kwamba Wajaluo, wanaume Wajaluo wanapenda umalaya. Ni ukweli sengine. Ukiangalia hata when we talk about HIV prevalence, Nyanza iko mingi kwa sababu ya umalaya. Sasa turudi tena tuongee ukweli wa mambo kwamba kuna kitu iko mbaya na wanaume wa Kisii. Ukiangalia hata history yao, not all of them but most of them, hapa kwa statistics za United States of America, wale wanaume ambao wameua wanawake hapa America ni wa Kisii. Nimewaambia hapa na si uongo. Kama ni uongo endeni muangalie. Hapa example ilikuwa hapa New Jersey, yule mwanaume aliua bibi, akaua watoto, alafu akajitoa uhai. Tuende pale Minnesota, yule kijana aliua bibi, akawacha kwa nyumba siku ngapi? 7. Akaenda akatoroka. Turudi kwa ule mwenye aliua mwanamke akaingiza kwa buti ya gari. Alikuwa ni nani? Mkisii. Turudi kwa Onyancha. Alikuwa ni nani? Nimewaambia we need to pay attention to history. I'm telling you, na si eti ukabila. Nawaambia ukweli hapa. Na hii ni onyo kwa Hannahbenta. Nimewaambia. Na the reason why when I find it very easy kuua watu na kutoroka, wanatoroka huku, ni kwa sababu wakisha kuja Kenya wanajua vile law zetu Kenya ziko weak, and especially because Hannahbenta is not an American citizen, so it's gonna be very difficult for him to even be held culpable. Nimewaambia hapa, you need to be very aware Hannahbenta. I'm telling you, huyu mtu anakuja Kenya specifically kukumaliza maisha. Nimesema hapa na nimewaambia it shall come to pass kama Hannahbenta hajachukua na hajatia manani, because a lot of you are taking this thing very lightly. Mnaangalia vile huyu mtu ana behave, ati mnaenda kunegotiate na yeye na mnampigia simu, sijui mnambeg, sijui mnamwambia eti wamalizane na maneno. Huyu mwanaume ni that type of man that is very controlling. And the fact that he no longer has that control over Hannahbenta is the reason why he is going to be pursuing her, because he does not have her in his palm as he used to. And I don't know why people are making these arguments about Hannahbenta taking money from him. What do you want to do with the person that you love? How do you reward the people that you love? What do you do with the people that you love? Don't you people give money to the people you love? The people that you care for? Ati mnalilia 4.5 million, ati 2.5 million. Really? You think Hannahbenta was supposed to be sitting with you akinyonga na wewe kwa simu for nothing? You think that she did not work for that money? Hannahbenta worked for that money. She gave her time for that money. She deserved that money and more, because she has not left a good relationship. Ametoka kwa relationship ambayo imemimplode mentally and physically and also financially, because her image on this social media, because of patriarchy, and we understand how people view women. It is so easy to judge a woman. Unaona hiyo recording ilikuwa imewekwa ya ana na wao mwingine akinyonga. Hakuna mtu anaongelelea mwanaume akiwa kwa recording kunyonga. The person that has and bears the brunt of revenge porn is always the woman. And that is why it's being played all over and we keep talking about it, because it's easier to punch a woman than to punch a man. It is easier to find it easy to hold women accountable in relationships than holding men accountable. I don't understand how people are not seeing how toxic this man and dangerous this man is. First of all, this is a person that already has a wife and he's made commitments to other women and he's open and boldly speaking about it while he knows it's actually careless and reckless and irresponsible. But he still doesn't care. He will say it in front of people. He is unafraid. The same person has the audacity to actually judge Hannah when she's associating with other people. So let me tell you guys, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The thing is, what patriarchy has made the society become is, it is always easier when a man is doing something, it is okay. When men are polygamous, it is normal. When women choose to be with many men, it's abnormal. Like when are we going to win as women? When is it going to be okay for a woman to just exist and be alive? The only thing we are asking for is to be alive and to be seen as human beings. Because the way that these people treat us and the way that patriarchy has enabled the violence against women is just sad. What women just want is freedom. That is all. And you keep on screaming and saying, oh, Diana is a man hater. No, I'm not a man hater. I am a person who follows the facts, and I understand that 1 in every 3 women will die before the age of 33 because of violence against women. Those are the statistics, and it's the truth. There's no going back with that. Compare the number of men and women that die in intimate partner violence and tell me, go and check the numbers. In Kenya, when we were protesting against femicide, what was happening? It was men killing women. That is what happened. The violence against women is a global issue. It's a global problem. It's not just a Kenyan problem. We know the statistics and the numbers. Even here in America, at least every freaking day in my state, mwanamke anauliwa na mwanaume. Anakufa kwa mikono ya mwanaume, na wanaua wanawake hata wale wako wajawazito na hawaogopi. And let me tell you, it even has nothing to do with control. Mwanamke atauliwa kwa sababu ya mavazi yake. Amevaa skati fupi, atauliwa. Mwanamke atauliwa kwa sababu amekuwa promoted kazini. A co-worker will walk in na mfiatue na risasi. Mwanamke atauliwa kwa sababu alikuwa amevaa wig. Mwanamke atauliwa kwa sababu alikataa kuongea na mwanaume. Alikuwa approached, alafu akakataa kuongea. Just because you simply refused to talk back. Someone said hello to you and you refused to say hello back. Atakuua. Wanyanya wazee walikuwa wanavamiwa kwa maboma huko Ushago. Nyanya, old women, wanabakwa. Wamelala kwa manyumba zao. Imagine a woman wa 80 years old amefanyia mwanaume nini? Anabakwa. Mtoto Kenya, kuna mtoto hata wa miezi 9 alibakwa na mwanaume. A child who is helpless, voiceless, cannot defend themselves. Ni nini mnatuambianga hapa ati tunachukia wanaume? It is the statistics. The data is clear and we know what is happening. And that is why I keep on telling you, educate your children. Teach them. Wafundishe na wajue umuhimu ya kuheshimu wanawake. Because until we create that balance, we are going nowhere. Nimewambia. Because just by simply being a woman, your chances of kumalizwa kwa hii dunia are at 80%. Nimewambia hapa. And that is what we need to learn from what happened to Hannahbenta. That was a typical example of how controlling and narcissistic men can be. And how derogatory men can be when they are no longer in control of you. When you are no longer their puppet. They will change the playbook. Now, wacheni niwaambie what happened yesterday that was beautiful and I loved it. I loved the fact that men actually gifted Hannahbenta. I loved the fact that there are some men who recognize the violence and the violence in Captain Samir and they choose to stand in the gap That is what we need every freaking day. We need men to be talking to fellow men about violence against women. We need men to take a center stage about conversations that are about violence and abuse against women and children. I would like to see more men coming out to support women. I would like to see more men having these conversations about violence with fellow men. It's not just a woman issue. It's not. Violence against women is a universal issue. It is a discussion that should be had in every household. And when we talk about sex education, even for our teenagers, it's so important for you as parents to include violence against women, children, in conversations about sex education. Because what's the point of teaching your child about an erection and you don't teach them about rape? What's the point of teaching your son about contraceptives and you don't teach them responsible sexual behavior? That includes violence and the respect for women. It is something that you need to groom right from your households. And it's not just the responsibility of women, because a lot of you have left the burden of sex education on the women. When you have a child, as a parent, both father and mother should take a center stage and should take a lead role in teaching and educating their teenagers, their children, because it is your responsibility. A lot of you keep on saying that, oh, I don't need to do this because it's being taught in schools. No, don't let and don't give that burden to a teacher in school. You brought this child into the world. You have the sole responsibility of educating and teaching your child. It is not the responsibility of a teacher to teach your child sex education. It's not. A teacher is only there to support what you have already taught in your home. That is what they do. So it is your responsibility as a parent to teach your child right in the home, so that when your child leaves your home and when they're out there in the society, they are better people. A lot of these people who are violent have come from very broken homes and they have never gotten therapy or healing for themselves. And that is why we are having women suffer in the hands of men who are reckless and irresponsible. Yes, it is important. Yes, JB, utafundisha watoto kusimamisha, lazima. Kwani kama uko na kijana umfundishi kusimamisha, lazima uoneshe kijana wako ni nini inafanyika kwa mwili yake, kwa nini kimdoro yake inasimama, utamfundisha. Ndio aelewe ni nini, because kids sometimes are not aware and they don't know. And yes, indeed, charity begins at home. I'm telling you the truth, if you do not prioritize sex education for your young kids and your children in the home, nyinyi mna raise toxic teenagers wenye wanaenda kwa society na wanakuwa harmful to women and girls. That is what happens. These are products of people who are not taught in their homes. It's very important that we take that role as parents. Nimewambia hapa. So I am here to actually congratulate Hannahbenta. Congratulations. I am very happy for you. I am so proud of you. So many of you are here screaming and saying, Diana Rose, oh, hauku show up kwa game ya Benta. Unajuaje siku show up? And again, I will tell you, that support that I gave Hannahbenta, I will continue to give it to any other woman who needs it, because that is why we are here. Other women supported and paved the way for us to be able to speak the way I'm speaking here today. Without the women that made the sacrifices and bled for us, without the women that ensured Kenyan women could actually take their IDs kivyao in 1981, women like my mama, that's why I respect her so much and I love her. Without those women, I would not be here today. Without the women in the United Kingdom who actually in the United States who suffered and made sure that we could vote. Without those women, we would not be here making policies, talking about women, talking about our bodies, talking about sexual reproductive health. And without those women, today we would not have a black woman running for presidency in the United States. And I am fully for Kamala Harris. Let me tell you something. It's so important for us to continue supporting each other. We are so much behind as women when it comes to our own well-being, from sexual reproductive health to leadership position to the acquisition of wealth. The wealth in the world right now belongs in the hands of men. Most of men are the ones that own wealth in the world globally. Women have not reached the place where we are equal when it comes to wealth acquisition. And all of this was because of patriarchy. That was the basis. And I'm telling you, that feminism in me is never going to end. A lot of you keep on screaming, oh, this is the feminist mwenye anatusi watu. Yes, feminist anatusi watu. Hakuna vile uta expect utanitusi na sita kutusi ati because I'm a feminist. That's not gonna work. Feminists defend themselves. Feminists fight each and every freaking fucking day. And who told you that feminism is for some special people? No, it's about the message. It's not about the messenger, and you need to understand that. So congratulations Hannahbenta, na nimekuambia Samir anakuja Kenya next month, na nimekuambia his sole purpose is one, to unalive you, and you need to be very careful. If you do not take the measures that you need to protect yourself and throw away every freaking gadget, nimewambia hapa mtakuja kuongea. Sasa wacheni turudi tena kidogo, ni maneno sasa tunarudi hapa kucheka kidogo. Haya. Oh, by the way, because Hannahbenta is an influencer on TikTok, that viewership that she got was very, very important for her. She got visibility. Now 21,000 people know Hannahbenta. It doesn't matter if they are from South Africa, Gujarati, India or Chinku. Those people got to watch the game, they got to see her, they got to know her. So Hannahbenta got the visibility and the exposure that she needed. So she won. And listen, the weather on TikTok right now is pathetic. Gifters are no longer gifting. Nobody is giving their money anywhere. Nani anapatiana pesa hapa? No, people have learned because there was a culture of being unappreciative. People wamekuwa wakitusi magifters hapa. Mnatusi magifters, mnatusi mama zao na makuma zao. You think that that was not going to change? Let me tell you, the weather on TikTok has changed, gifting has changed, and a coin is a coin. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. A coin is a coin. What matters is that number up there. Alipata coins ngapi, period. It doesn't matter whether it came from India, Timbuktu, Gujarati, Ukraine, Paraguay. It is a coin. And so at the end of the day, she won. This argument that, oh, many people were viewing her and they were not gifting her, that is bullshit, super bullshit. People need to accept that TikTok is no longer how it was before. People have learned where to put their money. People have learned how to keep their money because people have sown seeds of discord here, disrespected gifters in many ways. So many times the people who are going to be gifting you are people who are in your close circle, people who understand and know you. They are your support system, people who have a personal relationship with you. That is what's happening here. It's no longer about random gifting. No. It's about relationship, and it's important. And so I hope that people who are planning matches next can learn from Hannahbenta that you need to have that close circle. People who you know will always get your back. Otherwise, it's useless, pointless to organize a game if you know you are a person that does not respect people on this platform. Unatusi watu, na pia you don't have your own close support system that will protect you and are able to actually walk with you through your journey when you have a game or a birthday. And that is what happened to your chairperson, or is it your president? Rocky Valet, I don't play games on TikTok. I'm sorry. You're asking me when is my game? I do not play no games on TikTok. I said I would never play a game or a match on TikTok, and it will never happen. Games and matches are for people who actually need that money, so it's okay for them to do it. I would never do that. Sasa wacheni tunarudi. Hannahbenta, congratulations, and I am very, very proud of you. Very proud of you. I will continue to support you in every form and shape of way. You are a young woman. There is a lot you're going to learn about men. And listen, sasa huyu nani ananitumia request jinga hivi. So congratulations. Nimesema hivyo kwanza, hata nafaa kukupigia makofi wewe Hannahbenta. Ngoja kwanza. Nafaa kukupigia makofi. About 3 claps for Hannahbenta. One is for her winning her match yesterday. The second clap I'm giving Hannahbenta is not breaking down despite the violence that was meted against her and the social media onslaught. And the third one is for her standing tall despite the fact that somebody decided to desecrate her, dehumanize her, make her look like an object. I am clapping for her because she stood tall through the storm and managed to not cancel the game. She was fearless. She was not intimidated. She kept her march on despite the fact that people tried to say it is clout. I am clapping for her. And the final clap I'm giving to Hannahbenta is because she has set a precedent on social media. She was the most viewed person with 21,000, something that so many people have not been able to achieve. She got, I don't know, 1 point something million coins. She had people supporting her overwhelmingly, 20 universes, and all in a record time. This is a woman that deserves the claps and everything that she got yesterday. She was a winner yesterday, and for me, I believe in clapping for people who win, and she deserves that clap more and more. So congratulations, Hannahbenta. And another reason why I'm clapping for you before I move to the next person is because, Hannahbenta, what you have done is that you have given the voice to other Hannahbentas. There were so many Hannahbentas who could have been silent because of what Captain Samir was doing to you. There are so many Hannahbentas. You are not the only one. There are so many women who are suffering in silence, who are not able to speak. They cannot defend themselves. They cannot speak for themselves. They cannot fight. They are not able to live abusive relationships. But because of you, a lot of Hannahbentas are going to gain courage. So this is my last clap for you. And this clap is for women, and for women supporting each other, and the importance of us continuing being our sisters' keepers, especially when patriarchy's ugly face shows up. And we will continue to do that because it is the right thing to do. For me, for any woman on this platform against violence against women and abuse, I will always come out guns blazing. So this is my last clap for Hannahbenta. And I will continue to encourage you that life is a learning journey. You are going to be associating with men. You are still going to be making mistakes. It's okay. Do not ever feel bad about the mistakes that you made. Never ever feel bad for associating with a man that abused you. It is not your fault. It will never be your fault that you found yourself with an abusive man. Never. It is not your fault. One of the greatest weapons that we need to have as women is the power to actually value ourselves. You valued yourself so much that you decided to distance yourself from this man. There is power in that. You can never ever feel bad about being kind to a person that is unkind to you. Don't take the blame. It is their fault, not yours. Allow people who are abusive to actually exist in their little cocoon and be in their own world without you having to bear the burden of feeling like their behavior is your fault. Don't ever feel like you are the reason why someone is abusive to you. That is not something you should ever feel. It is something that abusers use all the time. It's a playbook they use all the time. They will make sure they beat you in the morning, and then at lunchtime they make you cook their food, and at night they have sex with you and they make you apologize and tell you that, you know, if you didn't do this, you are the one who is making me behave like that. No, we know the cycle of abuse very well, and that is why this man kept on flashing money and talking about 4.5 million. What is 4.freaking million compared to Hannah's mental wellness? What is 4.5 million compared to Hannah's wealth, health and well-being, and her work and her visibility and her continuity as a young woman on this platform? You can't compare that with 4.5 million. She's not an object. You cannot objectify her. You cannot put a price tag on Hannahbenta. There is no price tag you would put on her that you come to social media and talk to us about sending her 4.5 million. Do you think Hannahbenta is worth 4.5 million? Which child was born on this world with a price tag of 4.5 million, Samir? Show us. Tell us. How much were you when you were born? What was the cost and the price tag that was put on your head by your mother? Hannahbenta does not have no price tag on her head. She has the right to receive money and love and rewards in a relationship. It is her right. because she spent time. She was on phone with you for 4 hours talking, kunyonga na wewe. And Hannahbenta or any other woman, never ever feel ashamed about kunyonga. Those are things that people do in a relationship. It is normal kunyonga na mtu ambaye unampenda. Usiwe na haya ama aibu. That is what happens in long distance relationships. Watu hunyonga. So there is no shame. Let nobody ever try to shame you because you had sex with a man. It is a normal biological process, whether it is digital or physical. Don't ever feel embarrassed about kunyonga na mwanaume. Never. Because they use this all the time to shame women and put women down. Don't. Mwanaume akitaka kuja kukuongelelea ati alikutomba, my friend, do not be afraid. Mwambie akuje aweke, alete. After all, wazazi walitombana, sisi tunatombana, watoto wetu pia watatombana. It is not new. It is something that started enzi za Biblia huko, kutoka kwa Adamu na Eva. Kwa hivyo mtu asikuje kukushame, akuambie ati nilikuwa na nyonga na yeye. So what? My friends, that is what happens in relationships. Watu unyonga kwa relationships. And it is normal. So never ever feel embarrassed about having sex with someone in a relationship. It's a normal biological process that healthy people in a relationship have. I don't know why you people come here to try and shame other people with sex. People who shame others for having sex are people who have not had sex and have not had beautiful sex or experienced the beauty of sex. When you know the beauty of sex and you've experienced it, you don't talk about it. I've told you, a good thing does not need an introduction. It will show by itself. Hata achana hao ni King Master wanakuja kupiga hapa kelele kusema vile wanafanya, wanajua. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. A beautiful thing does not need an introduction. It just shows. You feel it. Unaona girlfriend yako vile yako anafurahia, yani vitu zake zinaendelea tu vizuri. It's because she's receiving good things. A reward system is healthy in a relationship. And taking money from men, getting money from men, being given money by men is normal. It is something all women should prioritize. Because that is what keeps you going. How will you buy your clothes? How will you do your hair? Your makeup? Your nails? How are you gonna do that? This person wants you to look beautiful while he cannot take care of you. Until you are making yourself beautiful with your money for a man. Chekesha. When a person has set a standard for you about what he wants you to look like, he needs to be able to sustain that standard. Period. And when a person finds you at a particular standard, he needs to also be able to continue sustaining it. Because he found you in that standard. Yumu unataka kuniambia Captain Samir ndiye ametengeneza Hannahbenta. Hannahbenta was way beautiful and already doing whatever she was doing before Captain Samir. He only needed to come in and continue what he found happening. And it is okay. So anybody who does not understand sustainability in a relationship will be pretending, mimi siwezi chukua pesa kwa mwanaume. My friend, pesa zinachukuliwa kwa wanaume. And it is because it is the right thing to do. Not because you are a gold digger, no. Because you understand reward system and respect and you know your value. That is why the reward system is important in relationships. A gold digger, no. Because you understand reward system and respect and you know your value. That is why the reward system is important in relationships. Sawa sawa. So congratulations again to Hannahbenta, and congratulations to the power you've given to other silent women out there. And for those women who are suffering in silence in abusive relationships, I do hope and I wish you well. I hope you find a support system. I hope you find people who can walk with you through this difficult journey. It's never your fault, and I do hope that you find your voice and find your power so that you can walk away just like Hannahbenta did. And I know a lot of you are saying, what if Hannahbenta amrudie? No problem. Akimrudia, when something else bad happens to her, we will continue to support her. That is what feminism entails. Unending support, unconditional support. Women for women. We protect you. It doesn't matter. When you fall, we still hold you. We do not judge you. We will be there for you every freaking day, every freaking time. So congratulations once again, Hannahbenta.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.